remember me telling you how that process worked, that the state would be required to present improved factors in aggravation, things to justify the imposition of the death penalty, that those aggravating factors must be proven beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. I also told you that you would weigh those against mitigating factors. And the burden of proof for mitigating factors is the greater weight of the evidence, sometimes called the preponderance of the evidence, and it's basically a 51-49 sort of tipping of the scales. And that you would evaluate those two factors, mitigators versus aggravators, if they were proven. You would weigh it and make your determination based upon that. One of the things that I would like to share with you is among the mitigating circumstances that you may consider in any case, and this is not an exhaustive list of those mitigating factors. One would be the age of the defendant at the time of the crime. Another one would be, which is sort of a broad spectrum, is the existence of any other factors in the defendant's character, background, or life, or the circumstances of the offense that would mitigate against the imposition of the death penalty. And one of the instructions I will read you goes as follows. The sentence that you recommend to the court must be based upon the facts as you find them from the evidence and the law. If, after weighing the aggravating and mitigating circumstances, you determine that at least one aggravating circumstance is found to exist, and that the mitigating circumstances do not outweigh the aggravating circumstances, or in the absence of mitigating factors, that the aggravating factors alone are sufficient, you may recommend that a sentence of death be imposed rather than a sentence of life imprisonment without possibility of parole. Regardless of your findings in this respect, however, you are neither compelled nor required to recommend a sentence of death. If, on the other hand, you determine that no aggravating circumstances are found to exist and that no mitigating circumstances outweigh the aggravated circumstances, or in the absence of mitigating factors, that the aggravating factors alone are not sufficient, you must recommend imposition of a sentence of life imprisonment without possibility of parole rather than a sentence of death. The process of weighing